Welcome. Join the live. Join the live. I'm gonna wait for. Ooh, this is hot, bro. This is really hot. Whoa. I'm gonna wait for some people to come into the live. Today's topic: do you really need to lift weight if you're not trying to get muscular? Is lifting weight even a thing? Now I've heard in subcultures that people think that if you lift weights, it's because you want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's because you want to be a certain aesthetics. Let me let some people come in. Come on, guys, come into the live. If you guys wonder whether strength training is important, if you're still in a place in your mind where you're asking yourself whether strength training is needed for my life, join the live. Join the live. Strength training. Strength training is one of the most important things that a human can do in their lives. Strength training is, I say it's crucial. Strength training is very important in the lives of the people. Strength training, strength training. Strength training is so important, you know. And today I'm gonna get into many reasons, about 20 reasons why you should be lifting weights. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Serhat? What's up? Andrew Castillo. How are you guys doing? Hey, how are you guys doing? Hey, everybody, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Today, I'm gonna get into the reasons why strength training is important. If you're wondering right now, if you're wondering, is there even a reason for me to do strength training? Is there any reason I should be lifting weights, right? And I'm here to give you many reasons why you should be lifting weights today. So if you in the chat right now, if you're someone who don't lift weights, put one in the chat. If you do lift weights, you can put two in the chat. I hope I see all. I hope I only see twos in the chat because you should be strength training. Hey, love from Afghanistan. Hey, how you doing? Kamal, how you doing? Two, thank you, Andrew. Two, we got a lot of twos. Got some twos in the chat. Strength training is so important. I think one important thing that I could say strength training is bone density. Strength training, it creates stronger bones. It's kind of self-explanatory. More that you offer resistance to your bones, stronger they get, right? I used to lift every day and then just got absorbed by work and my girlfriend haven't really trained in a year, maybe here and there. I feel that, you know what, I really, really understand that. Super nice, funny guy. I totally understand that. A lot of us get swept up by life. I mean, again, you say you have work, you have to deal with your girlfriend. Trust me, I know that. I mean, I'm married and having to balance my coaching life, my fitness life, and my life with my wife has been nothing short of a task, you know? And people around us are always going to need us. We can never abandon our people, because essentially the reason why we take care of ourselves the way we take care of ourselves is for the people around us. And hey, people may say this, and I'm gonna get into some of the scientific reasons more or less why you should be strength training. But imagine like this: some people say that you don't need strength training, you don't need to lift weights. I would argue to say that when you lift weights, you're stronger for the people around you. One thing, if you guys, I hope one thing that you know from this channel is that I'm not pushing the gym and I'm not pushing lifting weights so you can look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I don't either. Do I look like Arnold Schwarzenegger? No, I do not. I look like a normal gym goer, a guy who goes to the gym. I'm not gonna show you, but I do have a quite athletic cut physique. I'm not massive, but you could tell I go to the gym. I'm what we call a sleeper build, right? So it doesn't really take much, you know. You don't have to go to the gym and hope to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger or to look like, you know, I keep saying Arnold because I'm an old head, but Chris, whatever his name is, Hemsworth, okay, whatever their names are. There's a new generation of fitness influencers that look like Greek gods, right? You don't have to look like that to do strength training. Every time, all the time now, I advise people to do strength training, and they tell me they don't want to be too beef. Hey, how you doing? From Turkey. Sorry, your names are killing me, but I'll just call you 3650. Let's say Anims. Oh, that was terrible. Anyway, so like I said, strength training is so important to one's life. It's not just to get bigger, it's not just to have big muscles, it's for mobility. When you have a stronger back, that's for mobility. When you have stronger legs, these are all mobility. No, your name is not terrible at all. I'm horrible at pronouncing names. That's my issue. You're not the problem. I'm the problem. I'm pretty sure this name can be pronounced, but let me try it again. Anim. We'll say Inims. Inims. Right? You can write in the chat if I got that right. If I got that wrong, I apologize again. I'm really trying the best that I can to get your name right. So back to what I was saying. Strength training is so important. Guys, anyone who's in the chat right now who doesn't strength train, you should be strength training. You should be lifting weights at least. And look, I heard a comment, I used to lift every day. Look, you don't need to lift, I know you probably, when you mean every day, you mean all the days that you schedule to lift. Obviously, you're counting your rest days. I suspect that that's what you're saying. But yeah, see, even if you look at it, you're just training 3 times a week, and in the rest you're using for your rest days. So imagine half of that time, or maybe a little bit less than half of the time, you're not even doing any lifting. You're not even doing any weightlifting. You're actually just resting. So hey, a lot of this is just rest and relax. So it's not an everyday I'm gonna be sweating and dying thing. You know, obviously, I would recommend that if you're doing steps, try to do at least 8,000 steps per day. 8,000 steps is really what you need to reach that caloric deficit. When it comes to also you need that plus with your strength training. It's recommended. I would say I recommend at least 8,000 steps to really burn enough calories per day. So yeah, strength training is very important. And I would say that, hey, if you want stronger bones, go to the gym. So, number one reason why strength training is important is actually because it builds lean muscle. A lot of people are not losing weight in the gym because they're not building lean muscle. There's a lot of maybe it's only going maybe you're only going or maybe you're just focusing on cardio too much. You're just focused on cardio. You're running on a treadmill every day, but you're not doing any strength training. If you don't do strength training, your weight loss will be hindered. You have to mix strength training with cardio 3 times a week, every week, consistently. If you miss a day, it's okay. Go the next day. I'd say the consistency is more weekly. You wanna, and guys, by the way, if you like the channel, if you wanna focus on your fitness, if you want an accountability partner in this journey, my channel's growing. We're up to 259. I wanna get at least 1,000 people to go to the gym. So if you wanna go to the gym, if you wanna take your fitness seriously, subscribe to the channel, like this video. Let's get this everywhere so we can get people in the gym focusing on their fitness. All right. So that was number one, man. It helps build lean muscle. When you focus on your strength, when you're weightlifting, I like to call it weightlifting. Because a lot of people, when you say strength training, they don't understand what I mean by strength training. They're like, okay, strength training, what is that supposed to mean? I mean weightlifting. I mean taking dumbbells and lifting or doing calisthenics work. That's what I mean by strength training, right? It's preferred to do strength training in a gym, but if you cannot, you can always do a home workout. I say this all the time. There's no excuse. Either you do a home workout from home or you do a workout in a gym. There's only 2 ways to go about this. Either you work out in front of your TV in your living room or you work out in the gym. There's no way out of this. I know a lot of people want the way out of this. They want to say, oh, well, I can't work out or I haven't been hitting the gym because I haven't had time to go to the gym. If you don't have time to go to the gym, yay. Hey, if you don't have time to go to the gym and let's say you're overweight, you best do 8,000 steps. And if you don't have time to go to the gym and you're trying to build muscle, you're underweight, you're trying to build lean muscle, hey, do 50 push-ups, do maybe 20 sit-ups, do something. Don't miss weeks of the gym. I used to lift every day, then just got absorbed by work and my girlfriend. I haven't trained in a year, maybe here and there. We have the one who I can't even pronounce her name, Anims 360, 3650 says I also need to go to the gym. And again, let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. You don't need to go to the gym to do strength training. If you want to do strength training, you can do it from home. Push-ups, planks, glute bridges, squats. All these exercises I just named, you do not need equipment. Wide push-ups, diamond push-ups, lunges, leg raises. All of these things you can do without any equipment. So there's no excuse. There is no excuse to not be doing strength training. You got to lift weights. You got to lift weights or you got to lift your own body. You have to pick one. Either you lift weights or you lift your own body. But you can't go 6 months, a year without lifting. See, I would say even for a super funny guy saying that he lifts here and there, even here and there, it's better than nothing. Super funny guy is actually maintaining somewhat. It would be preferable for him to keep it consistent, but even with him going here and there, probably hits, maybe not, but he's still closer to the 150 minutes per week of exercise that is recommended by Health Canada, and also I'm sure the health agency in the United States as well. So guys, you gotta hit the gym, you got to lift weights. Stronger bones. If you want stronger bones, hit the gym. If you don't want stronger bones and you want to be one of those 80 to 90-year-olds who have glass bones, well, then don't lift any weight and continue the way you want to continue. But I don't recommend it. Not in the slightest. You gotta lift weights, man. Or ma'am. You gotta lift weights. Whether you're a woman, whether you're a man, you have to lift weights. Number two. Number two. No, number two. I said it already. I already spoke on it. But number two, the reason why strength training. Yeah, I know. I know. The reason why strength training is important is for bone density. And honestly, I'm not even going to speak on it because I feel like I'm distracting myself. But I probably have one of the best hairlines in the game. Considering some of these hairlines are going back, I'm starting to have a little thinning, a little rough on the. Please don't. Let me see here. Yeah. So let me focus. Let me see here. Anyway, I'm gonna. All right. So again, the second reason why strength training and lifting weights is so important is that it improves your bone densities, reduce the risk of fractures. Imagine having stronger bones and reducing the risk of fractures that you can have in your legs. And that is from strength training. Strength training is so important. I know this doesn't sound cool. I know this is not funny. I know this is not viral. I'm not here for a viral clip. I'm not here to be funny. I'm not here to make anyone laugh. If this is boring, click off the video. If you want to take care of your fitness health, if you want to focus on your fitness health, this is the channel for you. If you are tired of feeling unhealthy, unfit, this is the channel for you. If you are tired of all these fake influencers that don't look normal like I do, who look like, I won't say no name, Austin, or whatever his name was, but just these fake influencers that look like Greek gods, which the most of them either took TRT or steroids. If you're tired of these type of influencers, you're looking for a normal looking guy. I'm a normal coach from Canada. I am normal. But I get you. I understand you. You're not that influencer with 1 million subscribers. You're just like me. We're all the same. But it's the gym isn't just for the influencers. The gym is for everybody and anybody who wants to take their fitness life seriously. The reason why I have a passion for this is because, look, I know us humans, we need fitness. Now, we live in a technological world where we don't need fitness as much as we did before, but we still need to be able to get up, run, lift things. And strength training is going to maintain us. A lot of us who are getting older, strength training is basically the crucial decider whether we are going to be able to walk in our older age. So that was number 2, bone density. You have a rare handle. That's cool. So that's number 2. Bone density. Bone density. All right. Move this right here. And you could write what's your favorite exercise. Just write your favorite exercise. And I really feel that that's where a lot of us should start. You know, if push-ups is your favorite exercise, then go ahead and do push-ups. Like start by doing 20 push-ups. Start by doing 40 push-ups. Rest and see how your muscles feel. Start by doing squats. You know? I'm going to get into a little something that's very interesting. I'm going to teach this exercise here. I think that a lot of us underestimate this exercise here. And it's called the chair. This is for anybody who's a gamer, anybody who has a sedentary lifestyle. Now, a sedentary lifestyle is basically someone who sits a lot, whose lifestyle is to sit, right? So, anyway, basically, a sedentary lifestyle is for someone who sits a lot, and they don't really get up as much. Sorry guys, I'm just working on something. But so right here, I don't know if you guys can see me well. So right here I have something called the chair. Now imagine yourself, you're someone who doesn't really stand up. You're someone who doesn't really, you're just gaming all day. I'm the gamer. Like I'm gaming. Yeah, hey, I'm having fun gaming, right? What could I do as a gamer, all right, that can help me stay fit? How about you game standing up? How about you squat while you game? This you can always do. You can do this thing. This is a gamer. If you're a gamer, there's no reason why you can't do 20 of these. You know? So that's right there. What I just did is called the chair. It's basically a squat, but assisted with a chair. If you're a gamer right now and you live a sedentary lifestyle, you live a lifestyle where you're just sitting all day long. You work, you sit. You know, maybe you work from home, maybe at the office, but you work from home, you sit. You go home, you sit. You watch Netflix, you sit. One thing I would encourage you guys to do is the chair. All you have to do is stand up, sit down on the chair. I would say not sitting down fully, but you stand up. I can show you guys. Sorry. Better. So you really just want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do 20, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Look, listen up. I'm a guy who trains. I just did 20 chair squats and that felt great. You understand what I'm saying? Is that don't, hey, how you doing? Wow, how you doing? How you doing? So don't underestimate the exercises. Don't underestimate the chair. Yes. So don't underestimate the chair, okay? Even if it's not something that you feel is working, I guarantee you just doing this and standing up, sitting down, standing up and sitting down, it's a lot better than not doing anything. So anyone who's a gamer right now, go to the chair, do the chair. The chair, I'll push the chair, just do the chair. The bare minimum, all you have to do is the chair, stand up, you sit down. Do that 20 times. That's your first exercise. All right. So we're gonna get into the third reason. Now the third reason why strength training is important is that you have a faster metabolism when you have more muscle. One thing that you should remember, and I guess I want you guys to take this home for anybody that's watching right now that wonders, why should I even be in the gym lifting weights like some type of gym rat? Muscle burns more calorie. When you have a lot of muscle, you burn way more calorie than someone who's burning it through fat. Fat doesn't burn as much calorie as someone who is lifting weights. Walking weighted lunges, excellent exercise, excellent exercise. That's a great exercise. I'm a fan of the weighted lunges, definitely. Yeah. So yeah, walking, and it's crazy because look, this is definitely a channel for people who probably never worked out in the gym. Like I want to be that one. I don't want to be that buff gym dude that no one understands and like he has a crazy routine that no one could ever do. Okay. This channel is for people who don't work out in the gym, gamers, professionals who don't really work out. This is why this channel is for you guys. For professionals, kids, whatever, young people, old people, but just people who don't work out. Well, not really so kids, because kids, they usually have to wait. I usually would recommend that a young person wait until they're 16, give or take, to work out. If you start at 13, that's fine. But I would say 16 is the best age to start. But look, imagine for a walking lunge, you can't really do it like, let's say you're in your office, and I'm in a very cramped place right now. I have no space, but I think that when it comes to a walking lunge, it's really like, even if you're sitting, like, even if you're in an office space, or right now, let's say I would probably be gaming. Let's say if you're a gamer, even if you're a gamer, you can kind of just pause the game for like about 10 minutes, or even then you could just even play while, if you could play while doing this, but I would recommend you just chill for a second. And look, nice little, you can't do a walking lunge, but you can do this. 1, 2, you know? Guys, I don't know if you see, this is the walking. So even if you're a gamer, whatever you may be, whoever you may be, you should be strength training. If you don't have time to go to the gym, if you don't have time or you're too shy, whatever it may be, from your home, you could do the chair. That was number one. Then you could do walking lunges. That's another leg exercise that you can do. Another lower body exercise that you can do. Then you can go ahead and do right here, hip extensions. You can do hip extensions. I did all of these things from my table right now. If you're gaming, I did all these exercises I did from my game station. You can be a fit gamer. You can be a person who's into games. Okay, you don't have to be a gym rat to be successful in life, or you don't have to have a perfect physique. But this already, I'd say a gamer who's doing this small little workout, home workout, versus a gamer who's done nothing. Hey, anybody who tried it out would see the difference. I can't try it for you guys, but if you have two gamers one who's doing strength training and another one who's doing absolutely nothing, I would bet on the one who's doing strength training, because the one who's doing absolutely nothing, I don't even know if he has the back muscles to run out of the house if there's anything that happens, right? Yes, very true. But that's why I'd recommend that someone start without weight. Start just body weight. If you're just starting, I'd start with maybe even tens in body weights, or maybe 20s, 20-pound weights, and you could do it that way. Or just like I did now. Honestly, this channel is for some people who've never even decided this. Maybe some people think this is weird. I know some people think this is bizarre. Okay, like it doesn't happen. But there's some people who's never even exercised before. Their parents just raised them and they played video games, and I game. I don't really work out. So just doing body weight for a lot of people is gonna be enough. Maybe it's you, maybe it's not you. But I'm saying it's doing body weight for a lot of people is enough. There's no need to go into a rabbit hole of what should I do, what should I not do, or how I'm gonna lose all this weight. Yes, of course, of course. You should never, don't start with weight. I'd say body weight, is just fine for someone starting out. I would even do the lunges for starting out. For someone just starting out, I would do goblet squat or just regular squats, glute bridges. If you don't have dumbbells, some push-ups, diamond push-ups and regular push-ups. I would do, if it's at all possible, I would sort of like a backwards, it's like a backwards push-up. That would be, sorry, a dip. A dip. Look at this. I'm right here. Look at this. I'm gonna do this for you guys. For everyone that's so lazy, I can't even, bear to get up. But look at this. Look at this. This is a dip on my chair, and I can do it because my chair is very sturdy. Or you could put it towards the wall. But look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I felt really good, honestly. I felt really good on the triceps. So you guys, I just did the chair. There's also squats. Here, if you don't want to do the chair, if you feel like, okay, I could do better than the chair, you got a regular squat. Boom. So what I did. I did the chair. I did squats. I did dips. You could do push-ups. You could do a plank, 30 seconds, break, 30 seconds, break. You can do so many things without weights and still do strength training. So there's no excuse to the reason why you are not doing your strength training like you should be doing. If anybody could write, let me change this. In fact, here, I want to ask you another question, and I'm gonna end it with this. Wait a minute. Am I losing it? Why can't I ask my question? There we go. All right. What's so hard about working out? Boom. All right, so I got a question for you guys. And I mean, look, if as much people could come through here and answer this question, so I can understand as well. I think I have, in some ways, a little bit lack of understanding that I can improve on. And I think this is the best way for me to improve on that is to understand what my clients, what you guys, everybody in the community are going through. I can, of course, on the top of my head, there's few reasons why I feel working out is hard. I think one of the things that are hard about working out is because there's a misconception of how fast, or the misconception of working out as if it needs to be this brutal, head banging, terrible thing to do. Oh my God, I'm gonna work out. My life is gonna end. Oh my God, muscles gonna ache. When it's just showing up. If you fail, you know, some people are like, oh, they fail in the gym and they feel bad about themselves and they have these like, oh my God, I failed today. Da, 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 da. Even if you fail in the gym, even if you fail in the gym, it's okay. If you're not feeling the strongest, it's okay. I think, and I'm gonna touch on that. If you guys can write in the live, what's so hard about working out? I think one of it is just the misconceptions that we have about lifting weights, about going to the gym. It doesn't need to be this sort of, I think people view it as sort of like this painful ritual. Yeah. This self-hurting ritual, like how you're hurting yourself. Well, technically you are, but you know you're not. You're not hurting yourself, because I feel that some pain is to make us stronger and not to hurt us. So yeah, man, if I could get some ideas in here, what's so hard about working out, and if anyone could give me sort of like their input of why working out has been so hard for them to maintain. I had a comment here, someone saying that he used to live every day, but then just got absorbed by work and his girlfriend. So sometimes it's life. Sometimes it's the life that we have. We have just too much things going on, and our fitness, health and fitness takes the back door. So that it could be that. It could be that. So guys, I'm gonna get into the last reason. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna have to end the stream.